So the Portland Trailblazers are officially out of play-in and playoff contention, which is a shame because they started off the season so well. But, questionable coaching from Chauncey, some injuries here and there, and bang, the season's done. Now, there's a lot of big decisions to make because you've got a lot of guys in free agency and contract years this summer. You've got your first round draft pick, which I believe they keep because it's top 14 protected, meaning the 2024 pick goes to the Bulls. So you can't suck next year, you're finished. And it's like the Blazers made some really positive changes. The Jeremy Grant pickup was nice. Anthony Simons continued where he left off, even though defensively he's been atrocious. But at the same time, for the Blazers not to make the play-in is absolutely criminal. It's unacceptable. So what do? So you've got Jeremy Grant, who I believe is in the contract year. Cam Reddish in the contract year. Matisse Thybulle's in the contract year. Are you really going to pay all these guys and be hard-capped? Because realistically, would you want to keep all three? Probably, yeah, because they've all played extremely well. However, your team doesn't look great. I'd say the only bright spot in the team right now is how well Shaedon Sharp's been doing since Dame's been shut down. Because I feel like Shaedon Sharp's really going to be special. However, when it comes to the guys on the roster, what do? And they're not going to be cheap as well. The Dallas Mavericks may also miss the playoffs. They need a wing defender. If they re-sign Kyrie Irving, they're going to want to put big money on the table for someone like Matisse Thybulle. Matisse has been very good since he's been with the Blazers, but with his skill set, he may be a bit expensive in the offseason because a lot of teams are going to want that because defense is needed, especially at the 2, 3, 4 position. Jeremy Grant has showed that he can be a good defender and a good scorer next to Dame. He might command in the excess of 27 to 30 million. Do you really want to pay that? But you can't let everyone walk. But at the same time, what's the ceiling of this team going to be if you re-sign all of them? You don't want to be the Washington Wizards. And for the first time, I've seen a lot of Blazers fans say it's time to let Dame, time to trade Dame, give Dame an opportunity to win. And I feel like this is the offseason to really evaluate that. Not necessarily just because of Dame, but maybe it's in both sides' best interest to let Dame move on to another team and you restock a shit ton of draft assets and young players to rebuild and restart. Because I honestly don't see where the Blazers go from here. And I know Blazers fans may not like to hear this, but I'm just trying to be real. Because I'm really fond of this team. You can look at my videos from the off-season. I like the Blazers a lot. I like watching the Blazers so much. For real, I love this team. I can't even lie. I'm a Sixers fan, but I love watching Blazer games. You guys are so fun to watch, especially now you got Tease down there. I'm tuning in. But it's just, I don't know how much further this current core can get and how much better you can make this team with the limited assets because you have so many picks which are kind of tied up with protection and stuff like that. So you can't really do much to get a superstar. So it's kind of like you're kind of handicapped. So what do you really do? I feel like this is 100% the last season, talking about next season, as in the 23-24 season. After you get whatever pick in the draft, you potentially re-sign / add other pieces. If it goes to ruins again, there is no way Lillard is a Blazer. He won't request out, but I feel like the organization will come to the realization that it's time to move on. Because it comes a point in time where that's needed. For example, Damian Lillard is still 1,000 times the player. And this is not disrespect to Russell Westbrook, but the player that Russell Westbrook was when OKC traded him, he was still a fringe all-star then, but Lillard's still a superstar. But they got to the point when they realised Russ doesn't want out. He's not going to request out. But for the sake of this organisation, let's move him on, get some draft capital and start the rebuild. Now the OKC Thunder have a shit ton of picks and so many great young assets for the future. They're looking like a force. That could be the Blazers too, but you have to start from somewhere. So it ain't easy because if I was honestly the Portland Trailblazers general manager right now, what would I do? I don't know. Well, I don't know. I'm being dead serious because it's not every day you get a talent like Dame. But at the same time, it's like, is it time to restart? Shaedon Sharp is looking like an absolute stud. He's looking like a baller. But at the same time, it's like, do we want to give Shaedon Sharp the keys now and move on from Dame? Or do you want to hope that Shaedon Sharp continues to improve and that adds another weapon to put next to Dame and even another trade asset if someone else becomes available? So there's a lot of ways this could go. I'm not entirely sure. There's some guys that didn't perform the way I like them to. I felt like Keon Johnson didn't show what I thought he'd show, same as Nasir Little. But at the same time, it happens. They're still relatively young, so we'll see. But the biggest wild cards is what you do in free agency. There's no way you trade, even though Josh Hart was quite inconsistent, you traded a valuable piece now for the Knicks for Matisse Thybulle. You cannot let him walk. How much you're going to pay him? Like, you can't, there's no way you let Matisse Thybulle walk, that's what I'm saying. But you're going to pay Cam Reddish. I expect Kevin Knox to be gone, even though he had a good performance, like, I think a couple of games ago, like 15 points, whatever. But it's like, realistically, what do you do? So I'm as confused as probably a lot of Blazers fans are, because it's like, are we in the mode to trade Dame? Do we want to run it back? Or what do we do? I'm fed up of being mediocre. But guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you would do, because like I said, I'm confused. I'd like to hear you guys' opinion. Let's have some dialogue in the comment section from all fans. Like I said before, NBA fans, other Blazers fans. Let's have dialogue in the comment section down below. What do you think is the ideal thing for your franchise to do? Because I don't know. But realistically, there's nothing more I have to say. I don't know why I said realistically. I'm just chatting shit at this point. But honestly, you guys, stay blessed. Keep grinding on whatever you're pushing towards. You'll get there in the end. I don't know why I'm having a random bit of motivational speak, but it is what it is. But my people, enjoy the rest of your week. Enjoy your weekend. Stay blessed, and I'm out.